Hello my friends, this is another game which I play in the same tournaments which I present before in Felix tournament, and this time I was playing against with white, but my opponent is from Hungarian and his zero rating is almost 1900. Okay, I play in this tournament my favorite King's Indian attack and he played d5. After this, I play g3, preparing to fianchetto my bishop. He played knight f6, bishop g2, c6. Well, on this move, I don't think it's such a good idea to play c6. If I was him, probably I play c5 and then put the knight on c6, which is more natural than c6. Okay, if you play c6, it's blocking this knight from coming to c6, and it's the only way to play knight b, d7, and then to play for e5. Anyway, I played d3, and now he surprised me again, playing e6. Yeah, it's a solid position for black, but what we do with this bishop again? Where is going to be developed this bishop? In this way, if you want to come to g4, he probably has to move again with this pawn. On this diagonal, I don't think it's such a good idea. This bad bishop is supposed to be on g4 and to exchange this knight. Well, let's see the game how it went on. I castle in short. He played bishop e7, preparing to castle. Knight b d2, short castle, e4. While I was playing for e4, my intention was to play obviously e5, but you realize that, and he played d takes on e4, d takes on e4, and of course I just want to play e5 if it's possible, but in this case it's not really possible. If I play e5 right away, I'm just gonna give an outpost on d5 for his knight, which will become a very monster knight on my position. So we play queen c7, yeah, and I play c3. Why do I play this move? Well, later maybe he decide to play c5, and after c5 to preparing this knight over here. So I'm just cutting his square for him, you know. He play e5 immediately, rook e1. Well, by the way, as I mentioned, when he play e5, it just lose another move, because now he wants to develop this bishop, but I'm not sure why he didn't play directly e5 from the beginning, not just to lose e6 and now e5, and now just is threatening to play bishop g4. I play rook e1, and now immediately play bishop g4, just pinning my knight and the queen. I play queen c2, protecting again this pawn, and I'm pinning this knight from f3. Knight b d7. As I told you, if I was him, probably from the beginning I was playing c5, and this knight is better square on the c6, not on b d7. I don't know what is threatening here. Just to developing move. knight f1, and on this knight f1 he was so scared about my knight coming on e3, and he retreated his bishop. After this, obviously I was coming on e3 with my knight, and also he was very scared of this outpost on my knight. So in fact he played knight bishop g6. I play anyway knight f5. He played bishop c5, threatening knight g4. So in fact I have to play this h3 move. He played h6. This is, I think this is strategically, this is a blunder, because why did he make this weakness on the king side? I didn't attack yet, but now he give me a target to sacrifice this bishop later on, or to sacrifice the knight on g7. I don't know, this is a blunder. After h6 I play b4, play knight bishop b6, c4, trying to block this bishop. I just want to play, if I can, c5 and to trap his bishop. But he himself played c5, and then I was just trying to take this bishop. He played bishop h7, and now I play a3. I didn't want to play b5 because I was afraid of this move, and if I play this I have to take with this, and maybe later on he's opening his bishop again. So in fact I play a3, rook f to e8. Why this move? I think he wants to play knight f8 and then to come on e6, and after on to come on d4, which is a very good square. I was afraid of this move all the time. I was thinking how to reject this knight from d4. Anyway, we will see later what's happening. Knight d2, bishop d2, knight f8, rook a to d1, rook a to d8, and now I play a very strong move, queen c1. Now he was thinking maybe I was going to sacrifice here. So in fact he was so afraid he didn't play this knight here on e6, he just played knight g6. And I was thinking, why do I exchange this knight? If I go back, I'm just losing my times. If I take his knight, probably we take with a pawn, and my knight from f5 is not any longer a threat for him. After 5 or 10 minutes, I decide to go back with my knight. And it's just going on e7 to exchange this powerful knight on f5. Immediately I play knight takes on g7. Yeah, just trying to win a pawn, because if it's just playing rook takes on d2, I'm gonna play knight takes on e8. And if he just want to play rook takes on d1, I'm gonna take his knight with my knight with a check. In fact, if he's play knight takes, I'm gonna take his rook, and probably I'm winning or something. But he didn't play like that. He played king takes on g7, bishop takes on h6, rook takes on kings go to h8, queen g5 I play, threatening mate and threatening to take this knight. He was forced to play knight on h5, I took his knight, and now he was playing knight g6. After this I play knight g5 with the idea with giving the check on g7 and then take this bishop with mating threat. He played another blunder, f6, which of course I cannot play bishop g7 checks because he will take with the queen. So in fact I have nothing. But first of all I exchange this rook. Now why this is a blunder? Because of this, of course, rook takes on d8. He cannot take with a queen because he's gonna see a very nice fork. And if you take with a rook, again it's a very nice fork. He played queen e7. I took on d8. He took with the queen. Rook d1. Queen e7 back, and then I play queen f5 with the threat of queen c8. He play again. I think this is the last blunder in the game. I play queen c6, queen c8 check. Is the only move to play bishop. And then I play rook d7, queen e6, bishop g7 check, king h7, bishop takes on f6 with check, so he has to move. I took his knight, and after this he played b takes on, c takes on b4. And now I play, just want to finish him off or right away, I don't want to lose any times, and I play this sweet move which cut his idea immediately. Of course he took my rook. I took his bishop with check. He played king h6, bishop on g5, king h4, and then g4 is mate. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.